Starting coming at you with another game of Celeste. We're here in Farewell, and that's all I really remember. So we're in this room, and we have to figure out how to do it. So that's what's on the menu for right now. So let's get to it, right? All right. So we not like that. Dash up, grab, wave dash down, wall bounce. It's been ages since I played. That's why I figured it would be a good idea. Alright, so we gotta... Yeah, there's a specific spot we gotta aim for, and then we're going too quick. Right there. Ish. You know. The good thing is that the music doesn't, like, reset at the same point every time. Because, well, you know, that would make me less able to do this in perpetuity. Even though it's only one bit of the song, you know. I gotta quit doing it so quick. That's the key, you know. Gotta be patient. Good thing that's possible. Blah. Messy. You can tell by the way that I tied on the spikes. A little messy. So there's not like a very obvious objective sense of when you've done something wrong with the little destructive, you know, like that. Just a little off though. Nope. Much too slow. Okay. That's right. We don't have to jump into it. I gotta remember that. Just. How do we even get that much of a kick? I mean, go me, but not so much. It just makes me sick to think that someone can definitely do this whole thing without dying, but you know, there's a gulf of ability in all video games, right? I used to think I was good before the internet really caught on, you know. It was easy to believe that. No, I wouldn't have believed it about this game. It counts how many times I've failed. Or learned? I mean, question mark, right? How much are we learning here? We're gonna make this jump eventually. That's the thing, though. Maybe not there. Right. Yeah, jumping would be better. Too slow. Nope. Pathetic. No, much too fast. Nope. Oh, wow, that was a lot of momentum. Feels bad. No. No, oh, way too quick. Hey Evan, how are you? Good evening. Elisic? Yes, much. I barely feel crummy at all anymore. I didn't feel like super bad, I couldn't go a super long time without needing to blow my nose, you know, which is not ideal. But I feel much better now. Off for like a month? Oh no. Well, I hope you feel better soon. There we go. Oh man, too much velocity. Oh man, well, I'm glad that it's at that stage now. I know that can be a harrowing time. Oh, and then you gotta... Oh, man, well... I see. Oh, no, not Grohl the Great. Did you end up pulling it out? Did you get it done? Man, bile water, I... A lot of it too, like, I dislike dark areas in games probably more than, like, is warranted. Alright, and then... Oh no, come on! Oh, so close. Too slow. Much too slow. Hey, my Warhammer, how's it going? Yeah, then I didn't have those specific problems with Grohl. My real problem was just getting there and then learning the fight a little bit. I don't remember how many times it took me to do it. I don't think like 10. Like 5 or 6 maybe, though. But I remember being very frustrated a couple of times with it, for sure. What did I use? Oh, I just went in and like... Yeah, the hidden bench, that's very important for the run back to get shorter, because without that, I would have probably quit like 8 more times. Oh, it's hard to describe. You go like underneath a wall. It's not super close to it, but it's a lot closer. Okay, Evan. I don't know how to describe it, but there's one when there's an area where you start to go up to go around and then to the left, and then instead of doing that, you go into the poison water, and then you go underneath the wall, right? And you sort of like swim underneath it, and then you'll find your way eventually to a hidden bench there. Very important. Also, other tips. There's the purified wreath item. I didn't use this. I don't think I had it until after I had done it. You get it in the purified ducts, which you can access from up on the citadel, right? And that it doesn't immediately break. If you just sort of get into the water a little bit and you jump right back out, like you can still use it a couple more times. It's really, really nice. I wish I had had it for all of that. Yeah, well, it's 8.5 seconds, but that's like, if you fall in and you just jump right back out, you still have like a whole lot of time. It's, you know, it'll basically, like, if you just like fall in for a little bit, the run back from the secret bench is not simple. You gotta do just a little bit of jumping. It's a little bit tight until you learn it, right? And then, it could help with that. I didn't use it, I didn't have it. But yeah, I just, you know, my strategy, for lack of a more accurate word that, you know, insults me, is that I just kept on doing it until I beat the fight. But yeah, you gotta get that other bench. I had to be told about it by somebody else. I never would have found it on my own. See, we should go skip. That's the one where, failing this jump forever. There we go. Where you use some item that I don't have, and then you, like, break in through the top. I think someone was explaining it to me. There's so many items I don't have. Receives your request. Yeah, see, I'm a wanderer, man. Always have been. Ah. That would have been too slow anyway. But, which is good because, you know, you get your fast attack for more soak generation, which really is just heals. But I'm pretty sure what I decided to do in the roll fight is what I always do in games that have some mechanic that's annoying me, and throw a fit and say, I'm not even going to think about that poison mechanic. All I'm going to do is win the fight before I die. You know, that's what I'm going to do. I do this in all sorts of different games. Like in, on Warhammer 40k, there used to be a few armies I'd play against, and I'm like, how do I do this? You know, like, how do I X or Y? I'm like, oh yeah, just get all their units off the field, you know, just roll a bunch of dice at them, and that'll convince them that your army's better. You know, I was getting too tied up on, you know, like, how to think about doing it, and I just needed to roll a bunch of dice at them. And that's basically my strategy for all video games, you know, brute force. I'm the brute, and the force is my thumbs. Ah. I really like this song, and it's a good thing too. There we go. Ah, alas. Nope. Yeah, the biggest problem is not the fighter at all. The gauntlet's pretty annoying. Your left controller. Ah, well, that is the sort of problem that is more persistent. The disconnects. Oh, yeah. If you remember the old days, Evan, you probably do, actually. Back whenever I was first playing Geometry Dash and I had my PlayStation controller, not the Xbox controller yet. And it would just, like, disconnect, like, all the time. Ah, good times. This one doesn't do that yet. Volt filament, never heard of it. No, I have heard of it. I do not have it. I don't know. You know, I know what a volt filament is because I know words, but I don't know what the item is or anything. I imagine it does electrical stuff. No. Oh, I thought I was waiting long enough. And I was. Just a little longer. Am I playing streaming show Celeste? I'm not super sure. Tomorrow, maybe. So I finished Expedition 33. Well, not like entirely, just like probably mostly for the stream though. I played like, you know, the whole time that I wasn't streaming, I was playing that. You know, doing some of the post-game stuff. Getting the fights and, you know, running around. It's a lot of fun, but also like I wouldn't have had much to say about most of it, so. What a great game. My people are so strong right now, except I finally found some enemies I can't beat. There's this dude, and he's called Simon, which doesn't sound like that intimidating of a name. Not that, like, there aren't some absolutely awesome Simons from history and whatnot. But this dude is really something different. It's, there's a couple other boss fights I can't win, too, but this one seems even more excessive than those. But I've only been trying it for like an hour or two. He's definitely like an Uber boss, you know, like... You don't always expect to figure out how to crack them that early. I thought I had it, but then he made my whole party disappear, and I had to use like my other two dudes. I wasn't ready for all that. And then later, when it happened again, and I was ready for it, I just lost anyway. Alright, and the jump... Oh, no! Oh, alas. This room. Gonna be here forever. All right. Alright, so we know how to get through there. You know, wave dash, wall bounce, grab, go there, kick over the side, drop, go there, get the right timing here, wall bounce over, grab it, go in there. Easy, right? So why can't I do it? So why can't I do it if I definitely know all the stuff I have to do in order? Like, there's no mystery in this room. I know what I'm supposed to do, I think. If it turns out that I'm not theorizing this correctly, it wouldn't be the first time. And I don't think I would react at all, honestly. But I think I know what I'm supposed to do. I just can't physically do it. I'm not good. I'm not good enough to climb the mountain. But that's okay. Might eventually get it. Speaking of the little engine that could, the original story is now in the public domain. Very inspiring stuff, and now it belongs to all of us. So, you know. Happy 2026. At least we get that. So now if you want to do, like, a video game that's like, you know, the little engine that could, but, you know, maybe... You know, you get in more adventures. You can do that. You don't have to pay anybody. But I'm not gonna go all I think I can about this, because it sure doesn't look like we're... Wow. But this is why I can't actually be like a good gamer, right? In the modern era. Because you gotta be, like, way more precise than I'm willing to be. Like, I used to think I was good at Mario, and then I watched the stuff people do that are actually good at Mario, and I'm like, I used to think that if I just ran to the end, I was doing well, you know? Nah. But that's okay. I am not competing with everyone in the world, or indeed anyone. Just me. And right now I'm winning, not the one playing the controller, the other one, the one that thinks that I should stay in this room forever. Oh, man. This is rough. Found the mission scenario. Awesome, dude. I know this is gonna help you so much. Cause man, going from the Bell Beast, it's just it's a lot quicker, and that just getting more reps in without, cause to me anyway, like it just felt so deflating every time I would die. Like on the way, especially when you get like kind of close, you know, you spend like 3 or 4 minutes and then you don't even get to the gauntlet. You know, I felt like I was spending just so long to even get an attempt in. Blah. How did I even get that much on the kick? Like that. I'm trying to like look where the block's going, and then I can't hit the wave dash if I'm not looking at the sprite, apparently. Pathetic. Pathetic. I'm like an old man now. It had to happen someday. I should count myself lucky, right? I did it! Finally! Oh, I feel like I won! Just one room. Just one room, and I feel like I just beat the game. Good stuff. Alright, what do we got? That's kind of funny. Oh, hello, Aaron Taquino. Taquinio. Oh, thank you, thank you. I see it's your name too. It's not really my name. It is just my channel's name. You're the first person I think that's ever popped in and happened to have it though, so that's cool. Ah, well, I wonder what'll happen in this room once we get that. Besides... So, okay. I'm so pumped to be out of that room. And this one looks like it's gonna be fun too, right? We get... Oh, and then I guess we'll figure out what and then happens. Not like that. Ha! Bad. I didn't grab on. Silly. Alright, so we don't get double dash back. That's just the crystal, just the one time. Alright, so you can stop here and then... Okay. So, get over there, jump over the top, jump over there, drop down, get the crystal, dash left, slide down such that, because that block's gonna drop, right? Slide down such that you run into the bumper, which will push you that way. You'll get your dash again. You weave in there, you use the dash to get there, and then 2 dashes to get to the feather? What? I guess. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Oh, they both fall. Well, that I did not anticipate. Ah, Neo, hello. Yes, it has been a little while. I haven't been feeling super well, so I just took a break from talking into the microphone. You know, didn't do that. I wasn't playing Celeste. I was playing Expedition 33. Just very intently. Alright, what do we do there? Probably some wave dash thing. Maybe we fall on it to make it, jump on it to make it fall, jump backwards here? No. We wave dash over, and that's how we... Yeah, okay. Now I got it. Got to wave dash over so that you preserve the dash, and that's how you get over there, not a jump to the other side. Obviously. Okay, we don't want to fall that quick. But in principle, we kind of know what's needed to be done-ish. Sort of, not really. Okay, you can't drop before it drops. You gotta... Okay. That window's gonna be interesting, right? Because, okay, we need to go down, but not so far down as we hit the bumper. Should be a cinch, right? No problems there. Can't even think of why I wouldn't be able to do it in a reasonable time frame. Not like that last room. I mean, not the last room. The one before that one. You know the one. I I was like I was in a bargaining stage about it. I was like, okay, just play it for an hour, and if you can't get through the room after an hour, then just put it down and play something else, plant some wheat or something. But then we got through the room, and it was only like 30 minutes of this session. And that's not even an hour. I hadn't started saying it out loud because I can get real negative. But I was definitely thinking that. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe if you tried harder and paid more attention, well, you know, unironically, in the helpful way though, because I can say, you know, rude things to myself, and it sometimes is useful. But if I say them out loud, it often distresses others, or so it's been explained to me. Well, that was so much closer. Well, Evan, that's too bad. But what I'm hearing is you did a very good performance, and I'm sure you'll give it a good crack next time. Because, like, not to diminish the struggles, but, like, Grohl is, in my opinion, and I think in a lot of people's opinion, it's not, like, that hard of a boss. But it is what you have to do in order to fight him that makes him hard. Like, he is a taxing experience. Okay. Man, would have been better to finish it. Alright, so double crystal. Where do we even go once we get the thing? I don't know. Doesn't matter. What? I mean, like, what? Am I supposed to fall fast enough? Oh, I think I maybe am. But how? Well, cut it from what I ever think. I think he would just think I'm a silly little Loomgi. But no, I won't give up. Yeah, I can't let Gotrek down. You're right. No, it probably won't surprise you to learn that I quite like Felix as a character too, right? Because I think, like all silly, somewhat bookish people into Warhammer, we were like, well, you know, why wouldn't I be able to accompany Gotrek? After all, I'm heroic, right? I'd be brave, certainly, if you gave me a sword, right? Anyway, I could definitely write a book about Gotrek if he was there. And especially as, like, someone who used to drink, the idea of, like, accidentally swearing an oath to a slayer is, like, 100% the sort of thing that I would have done back in the day, and that amuses me as well. Gotrek's such a wonderful character. Because I mean, Slayers in general are, I think, just... It's not enough. Like, because, of course... It's like a thing that I had in my Malachi campaign. Like, under Malachi's guidance, like, we reunited the realms, you know, like, we did everything that could ever have been dreamed of, but after it all, you know, there's still Slayers, you know, like, they... No matter what they do, no matter that they have saved their whole people, they're still Slayers. And, like, and that is, like... a beautiful and a tragic thing, and like just one great example of why I like Warhammer so much, because like that sort of tragedy inherent in what is in some ways sort of like the ridiculous extreme of the dwarves, but you know, it also shows like so well how they're imprisoned by their own system. It's not just a strict thing, you know, there's no room even for the greatest dwarf ever, because, you know, the Slayer Oath is all there is. He never can go home. Soul Slayer. I don't think I read that one. I own the second omnibus. That's the one I'm most familiar with because I've read it, you know, like a few times. But I've read another handful of them back in the day because I would have read them before I had models at all. My brother? Yeah, my older brother. I believe he had them at his place ages ago, you know, because this matters. But, you know, like, he had some on the bookshelf, and, you know, I picked them up and read them there. Hey, Minute How am I supposed to get the 2 crystals and make it the other thing? It does seem impossible. I'm gonna go take another look and see if there's something I'm missing. Because they give us a little thing, and like, we've got enough. I mean, I didn't just prove it there or there, but like, yeah, so like, because there's the 2 pink crystals, and why would there be 2, right? To make it easier to get them? I don't buy that. And we can't even see what's to the right? Like, I don't even know where we go with the feather. Do we go to the right or the left? We'll figure it out. We can't see. Probably to the right, though. So we know all of this, right? But what else is there? How do we get... Because, like, the bumper would give us enough, but how do we get the velocity downward? If we dash down... If we dash down and to the left whenever we get there... Because we were dashing to get to the crystals. So if we need to get on pace with the wall, that could do it. No, because yeah, how do I don't know if we can get down there quick enough, right? The wall would solve my problems, but you're locked to the wall to get... It's not like you could, like, get ahead of it, right? You have to slide down it. There's nothing to kick off of. There's nothing to wall bounce off of. Man, oh man. So you're on a roll, Evan. Awesome, dude. Say 640 is low HP. I guess I don't know what the HP counts are. I don't know. Does the game tell you that, or do you have to like look externally? I guess I don't know how much damage anything does. But I know that, you know, my needle did more damage once I did stuff. You'd be a fan of the first Sinner. What did you think of the first Sinner fight? That's one of my favorite fights in the game, just like mechanically. Clockwork Dancers is my favorite fight overall, but First Sinner was awesome. Widow is a super cool fight too. Whatever started tomorrow. Oh, awesome! Get some Nurglers going. Nice, nice. Dude, Skevin, I don't have any fantasy models. I think they look so cool though. A guy I know, he collects Skevin models. He is such a good painter. I may have related this before, but maybe you weren't here. But like we were talking about it. He was at my house playing Magic, and talking about Warhammer, and you know, I was playing Total War that day or whatever, and he like shows me some pictures of rats on his phone, right, of Skevin, and I'm just like blown away. I'm like, wow, those are so good. Like, where did you find these pictures? You know, like I thought he was just like showing me, you know, like his inspiration stuff, but it was just like his amazing paint job he had done. They looked so good. They looked like you would see on the subreddit. They were amazing. I am no kind of good painter at all. I haven't painted in many years now. Yeah, how? There's not... Man, I gotta... What am I not seeing? But Nurgle stuff's so cool, so cool. My buddy that, just like my friend that I played Warhammer with, and you know, we're friends in all sorts of regards. But that was, you know, like he was my friend that got into Warhammer the same time I did and stuff. And one of his armies is Death Guard, and their units are just all so cool. Of course, we started playing like right around when the refresh happened with the new box and all. So, you know, he got his Death Guard, and I got my Marines or whatever it was. Sounds like it. But I don't really have any Warhammer Fantasy models. I have like a Dwarf Rune Lord, and I've got like some like weird little Necromancer Banner Bearer. I was getting him like for my like a little inquisitorial warband thing, because of course I like that kind of stuff. I've got a few, you know, weird models. I got a Jokero Weaponsmith, you know, and I've got, you know, various stuff. But I thought that the Dwarf Rune Lord would be like a cool acolyte, you know, and like I don't care if the rules are bad. Like, it was such a cool model. I was in the store and I was just like, I gotta get that. But I would love to have dwarves, but I don't. Thinking her exclusive other staggered. Yes, Evan, I have complained about this myself before. I don't believe in it. Unless they fall on you. No, I haven't bought models in a while, which is good because I haven't painted models or put them together in ages. Alright, I think I'm just doing the dash slightly too slow there, and we gotta like maximize the distance. Savage Beastfly in the lava arena. Man, what a rage-inducing fight. Morwing, and I quite like that fight. But I think I got it like somewhat late due to whatever reason. Because I came through backwards, right? Through Belhart and everything. Like, I came through Shellwood into Belhart and through there into Greymoor. I have like a bunch of Gene Stealer cult stuff. Well, not a bunch of it that I haven't put together, but like some. I've got like some of the Attilan Jackals and like one of the characters there, and those are such cool models that I like haven't even taken them out of the boxes. They're just like sitting on my shelf, the shelf of shame. I have a box of the new Rough Riders. I didn't even put them together. I totally, like, because when I got into it, right, Rough Riders didn't have a plastic line, so I just got, they were like Chaos Marauder Horsemen, right, with their javelins, and, but they were on the shelf at the shop because this is like right when Old World had been killed off or whatever, right? And so I was like, I'll just turn these guys into my Rough Riders, so they totally have like the iconography. But yeah, I have a fair bit of Gene Stealer cult stuff. Not like a ton, and it's not really painted, except my Pure String Gene Stealers, which are only painted because I bought them off of this dude for a very decent price, but you know. Man. They're a super cool army, because I also run guard, right? Or have guard. And so, like, that was my real thing there, was, oh, and then we can, you know, run our Lehman Russes over here, you know, and the Colt will have, you know, the tank firepower, because... So I have Space Wolves and Guard. And a very small amount of Drukhari that one of my friends gave me. Looks at a paperclip. Well, I know what you need the paperclip for, but why do you need the money? No, paint models is so interesting, right? Because, like, even at every stage of doing it, beyond, like, the woefully amateurish, where you're like, oh, I need to thin this paint and not clog the details sort of stuff. Like, I'm no good at all, but you know what I mean, you know? Just, like, your first sort of day stuff. You know, you can... You can already see, like, just, like, you know, your little guy coming together. Like, every time I paint a Space Marine, no matter how, like, not awesome it looks, I feel like I'm amazing, right? I'm like, look at his shoulders, it's the right color, look, you can tell where his gun's at, you know? Like, look, he's got hair that's orange, like, it's so satisfying to paint badly, in my opinion. But... I mean, obviously, whenever I look at other people's stuff that's, like, actually good, I'm just totally blown away. No. Yeah, we gotta get the dash through, and you use the dash with the momentum through it, but you get that second crystal so that you still have the 2 dashes there. No, I hit both of them. Yeah, I haven't really painted in ages. I never did it like a ton, but I did it like a lot. But then my hands got bad, and then after my surgeries, I never just picked it back up. Right? You know, I think in a lot of ways I was just worried that I wouldn't be able to, and they would cramp up and stuff, because there's some stuff that I can't do still, and, you know, I just didn't want to, like, think about it, but I really should, because I gotta quit buying the gray plastic if I, you know, can't put it together. But no, I think the Genestealer Cult are, like, among the coolest factions in the game. Oh, no, you're joking. Oh, that was... I could taste the feather. It tasted like a feather, which isn't good. But it's better than death. Ah, me. We almost had it. Well, there's the proof, right? It definitely can work. We just gotta get that tighter. Like a tiger. There, I was looking a little too forward. Evan, you said you figured out something? Oh, cool. That does seem like it'd be good. Whenever you find a tool that like really works with what you need in that game, it's nice. I bet. I only ever use the one thing. No. But I do have a Saint Celestine and her two accompanying angels that are very, very well painted. So my friend commissioned somebody to do them for him, and then later he got out of the game. And he sold me his whole collection because he wanted money. You know, one of those kind of things. And then I ended up parting out most of it to other people in the community, but I kept Celestine and her angels, because like what a cool model. You know, sure it wants to break all the time, but what a cool model. This one makes him glow purple. Well, that is promising. Yeah, my idea of using tools is wait until I think the boss is kind of maybe almost dead, and then use them all and hope that they work. And then I usually only use a couple, and then they die. No, so far. Ah. Anyway, you wouldn't want to do a dash there because you don't get it back on that surface. Alas. Huh. Kind of far. Not really very close, I don't think. I mean, it looked sort of close-ish, but really that was very far away from being, like, nearly there, right? That was probably, like, because whenever you dashed, you can see, like, a little outline. That was probably, like, a couple battle ends wrong, right? Oh, we didn't slow down long enough to get our dash back. I was being too Sonic the Hedgehog about it. And look at me now, starting over. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. I ran into the wall. Again. Okay, well that's bad. This room is a lot more fun than that other room, though. I legit don't mind this, even though it's kind of annoying. Because I just feel like I should have gotten it already. Like, how dare they make the ending to it that tight of a tolerance? I mean, the rest of this room is gorgeous, right? Like, what a fun room. It's so cool. It's got all these, like, little elements, and you can go a little quicker, you know, and then you got a little, hooray, you win. But you don't win. You have to do this thing. Super far away. Alright, do we need to hit the lower crystal because that much of a difference matters? Probably. So we try to hit the lower crystal first. And then... It seems mad, but maybe it does matter. Huh. That's not so good. Wow. Oh. Oh. Heh. Got him, congratulations, Evan. Oh, truly no better feeling than knowing that you only have to come back to Biowater like one more time. Maybe twice. But it'll never feel that bad again. It's awesome, dude. Congrats. No, man. Now you can finally play the game. You're already like trying to get into Act 3, right? So this is like your big stumbling block. And now it's gone. You'll have to let me know how you feel about Carmelita. Can't get the quest. Have you done all the other quests? Have you moved the flea caravan? After I thought I had done everything, then I went back to the Songclave thing, and then there was like a Sentinel quest and some other stuff, so like, I don't know. It didn't immediately give me the quest either, but I just did more quests and like went around and did stuff and then it happened. Okay, yeah. I don't even think you have to do Courier Thrash, or someone was saying, but I guess it's easier beforehand. Ay, ay, ay. Have you done Chakra's quest to its conclusion? Maybe you have to beat Grohl in order to do that. I think it's required. Ah, well. Yes. No, 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 you're joking. How can they do this to me? I can't believe that. No. Oh, man. What a long room. What? Oh, it's not that long of a room. Oh, man. Why did I think it was about to be over? Wrong. Oh, me. Well, at least there's the proof of concept, right? If you do it just right, you can die later. Because the spectacles, right? The I'm at a national park goggles, they don't let you look anything except up and down. They don't let you look to the side. I tried. Nah. There, like, we had a dash too when we were in that other feather mode. Like, I thought we were gonna get there, and I just didn't dash. We were so close to another feather. For all I know, that was the last one. You know, stop itself. There's no point in tormenting yourself. I mean, there might be a point. Might as well try. What? Come on! If only there wasn't a computer keeping very, very close track of everything that was happening, I would say I was robbed. But I think probably I was just in the wrong spot. Hard knock life. Well, at least we have another big room to be stuck in. This room's better than the other room, right? For one, it's a much more engaging, like, process. The other one was just a lot of failures at the very beginning. This one's pleasantly varied, right? You know, there's a lot of different ways to disappoint myself here. Pathetic. One way to do it. Yeah, that was the same thing that happened to me, because I got the soul before... I got the soul before, you know, I had beaten Lace at all. But yeah, you know, travel around, hit up, you know, because there's only 3 quest walls, right? Just hit up the walls, you know, maybe something's on the wall at Belhart, you know. Did you do the Sentinel guy? Because I did him right as it was happening as well, you know. I'm sure you could just, like, find a thing online that would tell you. I didn't. I just... Someone said, do all the stuff. But the fleas I also did right there at the end, but you said you've already moved them. Yeah. No, not even close. Ha. Special wish request in Belarus. Yeah. Yep, there you go. Yeah, you gotta get all the maps, and then you get Chakra's quest, and then you do Chakra's quest, and then... At a certain point of the game, she'll, like, set up shop in Belhart, right? Alright. No! Misery. That was even less far than we got the time before. Missed it. Well. Alrighty. Well, it is getting to be about my bedtime. Yeah, the sound design for the characters in that game is so good. Hornets are amazing. Of course, Shermas are so good. But even just, like, random bosses are, like Trobios. Like, And not that he's random. I mean, he's obviously one of the more important bosses there are. He's the star, right? Perhaps, yay! Achievement for you. We gotta get the Verdania one for all maps. You know, I never noticed that sound of theirs. I guess if that makes up for it, then that makes up for it. At least they're apologizing. All right. Okay. They wouldn't dare try to trick me here, right? They wouldn't dare. Yes. Ah, finally. I mean, I guess we weren't there that long, only like an hour. Hey, and it's a new... Hey, look! It's a new place. Look on the wall. It's a new checkpoint. Oh no, this place has gravity. This place has weird gravitational pulls. Which might affect the feather. Ha. When you fight Chakra? It's alright, Evan. Don't worry about it. You were just there. You'll be okay. So like I said, you would only need to go back maybe another time or two. If you'll permit me my opinion, Evan, I think it's not as bad as you think it is. I thought it was going to be terrible, and once I did it, didn't think it was bad at all. But I didn't have to do it right after beating Grohl. That would have been deflating. Fight Shakira. I'm sure you meant Chakra. Funny typo though. I did not know all of that. That you could inaccessible in Act 3. Oh, okay. Huzzah. Okay. Oh man. Okay. I see. I think I see. Have I gotten all 3 silk hearts? I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about, really. If I picked him up, I wouldn't have even, like, registered what they were. What do they do? I think I saw an achievement for them that I don't have, so I don't think I have them. Oh, the silk region. I thought you got those by getting specific skills like the claw line. Alright, so here and then either dash down or dash once you hit the platform. You get one from Belbeast? Huh. I don't remember that at all. But, I mean, Silk to me was just like a way to heal, right? I never used it otherwise, so... One in White Ward from the Unraveled. I don't guess I fought that one. I would have sworn I had done everything there was to do in the Citadel. Yeah, I don't remember that. Surgeon's Key, Ornate Log, yeah. None of that sounds very much like anything I remember. It's possible that I have the Surgeon's Key and don't know it. That is the kind of thing that happens to be in a game, right? But obviously it wouldn't have made an impression on me. Do I have Shaman Crest? No, I do not. I have Wanderer, Reaper, Beast, and whatever that one that you start out with is called. I do not have Witch or Architect either. No, I do not. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to find them on my own, right? I mean, at this point in Silksong, I found everything I can find on my own, I think. It's possible I could just run over the game again and see something new, but, like, I've already tried to do that, right? I don't have that many red tools. There's a whole lot of empty spaces. So I guess I just gotta farm like thousands of rosaries as well if I want to get them, which is really annoying. No, I mean like for all the tools and stuff. There's definitely like tools at shops that I didn't buy because I was like, I'm not going to use that. I might have 10 red ones. Man. Wait, Tobel, that's the one that keeps you still, the yellow one? That keeps you still when you're hitting things? It's amazing. When you have Wanderer's Crest, you want to be like right in the sweet spot, right? And it's very dangerous, you know, otherwise. And I find that it helps. I used it in Hollow Knight as well. Because with Wanderers, you know, you get a window, you want to be able to relatively safely exploit it and hit, like, a lot of times. Alright, what do we do here? Okay. Get there, you ride up on the side, and then you jump over. Got it. Yeah, so it's, oh yeah, be a totally different proposition, yeah. Yeah, because Wanderer, like, if you get into a specific place, like, there's a couple of spots where a boss will do, like, an X move and be standing underneath it, and you can get right there and just bash them. And normally, I think the knockback would push you into whatever's there, but there's one in Act 3, the Crust King, the Great Khan. But I got a load of damage in on him doing just that, like standing right near something that was going to do 2 mass hits of damage and just wailing on the dude. And I think without that, you probably couldn't even get a melee hit at all without getting pushed back. Maybe you could. I find that there's not that many yellow things that I had access to anyway that I found that were that good, so I kind of wore the weighted belt because it fit into the slot, right? If it was blue, I don't know if I would wear it. There's so much competition in blue, right? Haha, there we go. I'm going to bed. I'm not doing this. We'll try it one time. Ha! More than that. That's sick. Anyway, I'm going to bed. One 17,344 deaths. I wonder how many of them are on farewell. A lot. Yeah, I know, Evan. I know, man. It's just the breaks. But well, that went well. You know, we made a couple of maps of progress. Each one of those felt like a tremendous achievement, right? Because that was what the two really long ones, and then there's just a third one there that was less complex than the other ones, but that new one we're in certainly seems complicated enough. But anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. I'm gonna go to bed so that I can wake up in the morning, play more video games, and then go to work. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. But good night, Evan. Good night, Neo. It's good to see both of you. And well, that's all. Oh, and Manicman as well. Good night. That's right. You are also here. And why Warhammer, if you're still around, appreciate all of y'all's conversation, and we'll be back. Silksong streams tonight on your favorite ones. Well, cool. Yeah, you know, we'll probably do another one of them soon. But I've been thinking, rather than looking for percents to start my speedrun quest, right? Not really speedrunning, but you know, trying to get it done in 5 hours. You know, but we'll see. So I want to find more stuff, but I also, like, you know, that's an achievement that's always looking at me. 5 hours feels achievable, right? You found Chakra? What a beautiful moment, right? It's I actually think, like, emotionally, for you to get to do the Chakra thing right now, right after all of Biowater, is excellent, because it lets you sort of like look back to the way things were in Farloom before. Anyway, good night, Evan. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow, man.